Who did you steal the drugs from?
I don't know where this came from.
Let's try that again.
Zion's racking up enemies. Tariq has a proposal.
What up with it, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I'll go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, and I'm going to break down the trailer to Episode 6 and let y'all know how I feel about it. Power Book 2 Ghost has finally released the trailer to Episode 6 on their Instagram account, so I'm going to talk about that and break that down. As usual, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, and you like the videos that I upload and create, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel, and leave your comments and predictions down below in the comment box so y'all let me know y'all theories for the second half of season 4. Now in this first scene right here, we see Drew sitting in his car. It's looking like he watching somebody. He got the camera in his hand taking pictures of somebody, and as he look in his mirror to check who's behind him, Don Carter is standing behind Drew's car with a cigarette in his hand, most likely getting ready to arrest Drew and take him to jail, because Drew will be getting arrested and going to jail in Episode 6. And I believe in this scene right here where we see Don Carter standing behind Drew's car, I believe this is going to be the moment where we see Don Carter take Drew to jail and lock him up. I definitely believe that might happen in this scene right here where we see Don Carter standing behind Drew's car. And while I'm talking about Don Carter, we see Don Carter and his task force in this next scene right here at Monet's house, and he's asking Monet who did she steal the drugs from in Episode 5 when she robbed Noma's re-up. And Monet is telling Don Carter that she doesn't know where the drugs came from, but Don Carter doesn't believe that at all. And the next thing you know, he end up pointing his gun at Diana. And Diana gets shook when Don Carter points his gun at her, but I don't think he's going to take out Diana. I think he's doing this as a scare tactic to try to get Monet to tell him who she stole those drugs from in Episode 5. And with Don Carter pointing his gun at Diana, I believe Diana or Monet is going to fold and tell Don Carter where they got them drugs from. Now in this next scene right here, we see Tariq having a conversation with Davis McLean, and Davis tells Tariq that Zion is racking up a whole lot of enemies. We see Zion in this next scene right here shooting up the restaurant that Kane is at, and from watching some promo teasers that was released online in these last couple of days, Noma is going to be there with Kane at this restaurant when Zion retaliates and shoot it up. And I definitely believe Zion is going to be causing a whole lot of issues for Kane and Noma in Episode 6. And while I'm mentioning Noma, we see Noma in this next scene right here having a conversation with Effie, and she's telling Effie she needs her to work her magic with the Russians. We see Effie meeting up with the Russians at their restaurant, having a drink with them. And one thing I noticed about Effie's outfit, this is the same outfit we see Effie wearing in this scene right here where we see her being held at gunpoint by somebody who I believe to be in Don Carter's task force. So I believe this scene where we see Effie being held at gunpoint by somebody who I believe to be in Don Carter's task force is going to take place in Episode 6. And I believe the Tejadas is the reason why Don Carter and his task force is going to go after the Russians to try and arrest them. Because like I said earlier in the video, when I was talking about the scene with Don Carter at the Tejadas house trying to figure out where they got their drugs from in Episode 5, and I believe somebody in that Tejada family is going to tell Don Carter that they stole the drugs that he's asking about from the Russians in Episode 5. And with this being revealed to Don Carter, which I do believe is going to happen, Don Carter and his task force is going to go after the Russians again to try to lock them up. So I do believe in Episode 6 we're going to see Don Carter and his task force go to the Russians restaurant to try to arrest them, and Effie is going to be there at the Russian restaurant, most likely trying to set up a deal between the Russians and Noma, since the Russians don't want to deal with Noma and they rather deal with Effie instead. And with Effie being at the Russians restaurant, she's going to get caught up by Don Carter and his task force for literally being at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I definitely believe this is going to happen in Episode 6 based off of the outfit that we see Effie wearing in the Episode 6 trailer. Now in this next scene right here, we see Kane beating up Zion's soldier, most likely trying to get the whereabouts of Zion's location so he could take him out due to Zion shooting up the restaurant that Kane and Noma is going to be at in Episode 6. And this dude that Kane is beating up is also going to be with Zion when Zion retaliates against Kane and Noma in Episode 6. Because I don't know if you know this, but if you look real closely, you can literally see this dude driving the truck that Zion is shooting out of. So with him being the driver of this vehicle, I believe Kane is going to see him, and that's the reason why Kane is confronting him in this scene right here, trying to see where Zion is at. But I think Kane might end up killing this dude because I don't see this dude giving him Zion's location, especially because of this next scene right here where we see Kane and Noma meeting up with Tariq and Davis. And I talked about this scene in the video that I did a couple of hours ago about this, so if you haven't checked that video out, I will leave that video down below in the comment section. But in this conversation that Kane and Noma is having with Tariq and Davis, Tariq tells Noma that he has the drop on Zion's location. And with Tariq mentioning this to Noma, I don't think Kane is going to be able to get the drop on Zion's location from his soldier in the previous scene that I showed y'all. I really think Kane is going going to take him out in episode 6 because he's not going to be able to get Zion's whereabouts from Zion soldiers. So the only thing I can see Kane doing is taking him out or possibly pistol whipping him and knocking him out. Now in this next scene, we see Tariq and Brayden pulling up to Zion's house getting ready to take him out, but taking out Zion isn't going to be that easy as Tariq and Brayden thought it was going to be, because in this next scene right here, we see Zion beating the hell out of Tariq and Brayden. He about to whoop both of their asses, bruh. Zion about to toss Tariq and Brayden around like a rad dog, especially your boy Brayden. It's looking like Zion then threw Brayden against the wall. It's honestly looking like Brayden went through the wall, to be honest. Y'all let me know down below in the comment box if I'm tripping or not, but it's really looking like Brayden went through this wall that Zion threw him against. But even though Tariq and Brayden is about to suffer a vicious ass whooping from Zion, I do believe he's going to get taken out at the end of the day when it's all said and done. I don't see Zion making it out of episode 6 alive. And after watching this episode 6 trailer, this just confirmed my theory that Zion is getting taken out in episode 6 by Tariq. Like I said earlier in the video, it ain't going to be easy for Tariq and Brayden to take Zion out like they thought it was going to be, but I do believe they're going to figure out a way to get the upper hand on Zion, and Tariq is going to take out Zion in episode 6. Now, in this last and final scene, we see Diana fighting Felicia Lewis, who is a part of Don Carter's task force. And this is a bad thing because Diana is pregnant, and Diana does not need to be fighting because this could possibly jeopardize her and Tariq's baby if she get hit in the wrong spot. Her and Tariq's baby could possibly die if Felicia hits Diana in her stomach. And with this fight that's about to take place between Diana and Felicia, I believe this is going to cause a whole lot of issues between Don Carter and the Tejadas. Because after watching this trailer, I don't see Felicia making it out the second half of season 4 alive. I believe either Monet or Tariq is going to retaliate against Felicia because of this, especially if something happens to Tariq and Diana's baby. If Felicia is the reason why Tariq and Diana lose their baby, oh man, all hell is going to break loose for Don Carter and his task force, because I'm pretty sure Tariq and Monet isn't going to stop at nothing until Don Carter and his whole entire task force is dead. So we just going to have to wait and see how this is going to play out in episode 6. But I believe episode 6 is about to be one of the ones, bruh. Based off this trailer alone, I could just tell that episode 6 is about to be lit. As well as the second half of season 4. I cannot wait to see these next upcoming episodes of Book 2 Ghosts. I will be dropping some more Power Book 2 Ghost videos in these next upcoming days, so stay on the lookout for that. I definitely got some more Power videos on the way that's coming soon. But other than that, I ain't got too much else to say about this video. If you like this video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit that post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all content I post on my channel. And leave your comments and predictions down below in the comment section. I'm gonna get at y'all later. Much love to everybody that's supporting the channel and rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care, y'all be safe, and God bless.